One thing that we've continued to probe on in this study is language and the words that we use. This finding has been fairly consistent over the years. When we ask our sponsors and our participants, both in the qual, but here you're seeing our surveys, what should we call this category of option? Guaranteed lifetime income rises to the top, right? Followed by retirement income options. And it's always been Greenwald's suggestion that we run as the industry with retirement income options because not all retirement income options are guaranteed lifetime income options, right? We want to leave some room in the category for non-insured options. Protected lifetime income options, you can see is number 4 for our participants at 12%. It's number 3 for our sponsors at 13%. And then down at the bottom are the options that mention annuity and the options that mention in-plan, which we are finding is not a term that resonates. Might need to change the name of our study. We also this year tested just some words and phrases, positive reaction, that's on the next slide, to different words and phrases. Guaranteed lifetime income, again, rises to the top, though. As you can see, almost all of these got sort of positive reactions by a majority. One of the things I see in the pattern here is that very active words and phrases, generates income, creates income, replaces paycheck, does seem to rise to the top above phrases like covering expenses and spending. And I know that's something we've debated a lot in this market, in this world, but it does seem to rise above. And then protected income, while many didn't think we should name the category that, does rate generally positive. Some other little things that we saw, we tested, it's the second to last bar there, views on comparing in-plan income, lifetime income to P&C insurance and P&C protection. And, 79% said this was at least somewhat helpful, but in the qualitative, we heard some really loud feedback about how, and this was before the fires in California, now is not the time to be hitching your wagon to homeowners insurance company. It's not the time to be hitching your wagon to P&C. It's a reputational problem. And then annuity income, still at 71%, is down there at the bottom. So a couple things we learned from our sponsors when it comes to the A word. 76% agree at least somewhat with the statement that even if these solutions are more appealing without the word annuity, it's easier to understand if providers use it. So we got to do the hard thing. We got to explain the rationale for something that maybe initially doesn't sound so appealing. Really encouraging and in keeping with prior years, 8 and 10 of our sponsors say they want to learn more about how in-plan annuities are different than individual annuities. And more than 8 and 10 believe that annuities are, in fact, an effective way for participants to replace their paycheck, right? So it's not all negative, and there is a strong desire to learn more.